Dear fellow citizens, as you may have learned, our election process is extremely corrupt. Sometimes Democrats win, sometimes Republicans win. It is almost never authentic. You saw Barack Obama won, but he had to spend 3 times more than McCain to do it. That's pathetic. Now, I live in New York City, which is, of course, one of the most corrupt cities in human society, because we had 2 mayors who promised election reform, Rudy Giuliani and Mayor Bloomberg. Neither one delivered. And the newspapers unanimously, left-wing and right-wing, said, what leadership? Breaking every one of your promises is leadership. Violating democracy and our Constitution is leadership. Reporters are the root of all evil. I cannot say that enough. Hitler didn't get close to power until all the journalists and newspapers started backing him up. There is one enemy. There is no such thing as Hitler without journalist lies. There is no such thing here. There is no such thing as George W. Bush without journalist lies. If we destroy journalists, we automatically clean up everything else in our society. We automatically clean up big business. We automatically clean up all corrupt government. You see that? 3 birds with 1 stone. You stop journalists who lie, and you automatically fix every problem, almost every problem, in this world. But I'm digressing as usual. Here is the ballot, the official ballot for New York. You see, the New York State candidates can run on multiple ballots. So the Democrat is Barack Obama and Joe Biden. The Working Families candidate was Barack Obama, Joe Biden. Okay, whatever. That's great. Now, we have a problem here in New York City always with our justices of the Supreme Court and our judges. They have a complete corrupt structure in New York City, but don't take my word for it. Here, you see, we have 5 seats available for election. Okay? You can choose, and now you can choose between the Democrat for judge, seat 1, Martin Schoenfeld, or you can vote for his Republican opponent, who happens to have the exact same name as him. Curious. And then there's no other choice. No independents, conservative, working families, etc., etc., etc. On line 8, you have the choice between Marcy Kahn, the Democratic candidate for judge, or Marcy Kahn, the Republican candidate for judge. Well, that's a lot of choices. Or you could vote for, this is somebody else's. It has nothing to do with the candidate. No one else. You can't vote for anyone else. Curious. Now, you can vote for Judith Gish, the Democrat, or no one else. And you can vote for Shirley Werner Hornreck and no one else. As for the surrogate judge, you can vote with Nora Anderson or no one else. Now, and there's one more judge, Nancy Bannon. That's enough right there for the Justice Department to send in a lot of guys with heavy guns and start arresting people. Do you understand? Right there, you've seen the collapse of so-called democracy. All of these deals were made months before the election in back rooms. They even caught judges paying for their judgeships. You pay the Democratic machine. They say, you got our endorsement. You gave us a whole bunch of cash. Republican machine says, you gave us a whole bunch of cash. We don't care that you're the Democratic candidate for judge. We don't care. As long as we get votes so we can stay alive in New York State, where Democrats generally win. It is a violation of the Constitution. It is a violation of democracy. And the Justice Department, whether it's Republican or Democrat run, will not lift a finger because they're part of the problem. Republicans and Democrats. Right here, it took me 2 minutes to show you, ladies and gentlemen of the world, that everything is a fucking lie. Okay? Now, how is that not a subversion of democracy? How is this not a total subversion of democracy? We have no choices. We, the voters, have no fucking choice. That's called a dictatorship. That's called a totalitarian state, when we have no choices. What are you going to do about it? Now, why won't the media make a big deal out of this? Well, they saw democracy. Every election in New York City, they see democracy died. And what do? They write about sports. They tell us where Sarah Jessica Parker's walked her dog today. They tell us where Lindsay Lohan had drinks last night in Manhattan. They will not tell you the truth. They will not expose government corruption. Journalists are the root of all evil, people. You have the right to self-defense, says all Democrats and all liberals. You have the right to use violence as self-defense. If someone's taking away your freedoms, I think even our founding fathers said that. But look it up. Double check first. You have the right to self-defense. Journalists are the only enemy. of the world today because they protect all of these scams. None of these scams would happen if the people in government weren't confident that reporters were going to distract you and deceive you. Because why would they break law in broad daylight if they thought they'd get caught? And contact your attorney general and ask them why the fuck they won't do anything about it. And let's see, ask Barack Obama's Justice Department. Does his Justice Department care about democracy? We know Bush's didn't. I bet you $1,000 if you contact Obama's Justice Department, they will not give a shit about the death of democracy and the violation of all democratic principles.